Good morning, it is day 20 out of 40. We're halfway through the 40 stage, and like I said yesterday, I will be running through my cutting workouts, and the one we're going to do today is bicep and tricep. We're doing arms, so it's quite simple. It's going to be straightforward, but I'll just take you through it quickly and then we can have a little chat after. So let's go. All right, we just got here in the parking lot of the gym and the generators are running in the background. Why? Because in South Africa we have something called load shedding. So it's where they basically put off the electricity in some parts of South Africa, you know, sections, or how can I say, spots, for about 2-3 hours a day, sometimes twice, and they shed the load, you know, so they can save electricity, because we clearly have a lack of it. But we all have our own opinions. I mean, I don't know how they can even do that. I mean, it's so easy to generate these things. There's billions of rands going into it, and you know, we've got wind turbines running, like they pop up everywhere. Surely that's generating some electricity. So I don't know what's happening. I mean, I have my own personal opinion, but I'm not going to share that here on this channel. Anyway, I'm going to do some bicep and triceps, like I said, some arms. I'm going to show you how I do it this time around, trying to cut. Let's get straight into it. Alright, the first set is pretty simple, self-explanatory. I'm going to use a machine, it's a bicep machine. And what I want to try and do is still maintain some strength while doing a cutting phase. So the first exercise will always be pushing hard. It will be heavy. It will kind of be like you're bulking, just to maintain some sort of strength. So let's go. Putting it on nice and heavy. Actually getting a little bit of a stretch here. I think it's too heavy. You need to be careful when you have injuries. I've seen too many of those videos with a bicep tear, so I just felt a little stretch here on my bicep, so I stopped at 7. But I'm sure it's just maybe because I started a bit too heavy without stretching enough. So let that be a tip. Let's go to the next exercise. Alright, second exercise is going to be a flat barbell pull. And normally I go heavy, about 45 kilograms, and I do about 10. And this time around I'm going to do 15, but I'm going to lower the weight to about 30. And I'm going to do it slowly. That's the most important thing. Slowly and a little bit more reps. Let's go. Oh, wow. See what happens there is, because you're doing it slowly, the last 5, even the last 7, feels like you're lifting a ton. And you're also doing it smoothly. You're doing it in the right form, because it's not too heavy where you have to force. You can actually do it right. So that's kind of the technique when you start cutting. Let's move on to the next exercise. Alright, this is yet another trick that you can do when you're cutting, or another tip is, like I said, you want to get volume in this time. So you can go lighter, of course, always. Do it slower, that's the other thing. Or you can do a superset. So you go heavy, you do 10, and then as soon as you have done your 10, you put it down and you take even a lighter weight, which will still feel heavy because you're already tired, but then you do 10 more. So essentially you're going to do 20 reps, and that muscle's going to be pumping full of blood, and hopefully that'll, you know, do the work that needs to be done. So we're going to do some hammer curls, and we're going to do it exactly as I said. And now you have that afterburn, and it goes and it goes, and there it stops. You can feel that. Supersets are the worst, but also the best. Anyway, we're gonna now basically do the same type of exercises with the triceps. We're gonna go heavy, we're gonna do a lighter weight slow rep, and we'll do a finishing superset with the triceps. Let's go. Alrighty, first exercise is gonna be an easy bar. So it kind of goes like that. It just helps with your wrist, so it's not a straight bar. We can hurt the outside of your wrist. And we're gonna load it up. I'm gonna go about 30. And we're gonna do some overhead tricep extensions, laying down. Let's go. Alrighty. I just want to also let you guys know that I'm showing one exercise, one set, but I am doing 3. So I'm going to do 2 more of these, and then we actually move on to the next. Alright, second tricep exercise, which is basically our 5th workout, or 5th exercise, is going to be basically the same. We're going to do 15 reps, but instead of using a easy bar, we're going to do individual dumbbells, and we're going to do it in a hammer curl form. So we're going to just swipe our wrist, and that's going to work a different part of the tricep. Let's go.
The wind is blowing through her hair. Put your head out on the road. And you know we don't really care, 'cause we're just doing what we want. She likes it when I treat her good. She likes it when I treat her bad. She likes to travel all around. I take her everywhere and back. Yeah, when you fucking with a man, girl, I'm going right back. No, I like that. I'ma fight back. You know I'm coming man, girl.
One more superset. Let's go. Alright, this is the last exercise for the day, and it's going to be a superset. I'm going to do a cable pull down with the V-bar, and then I'm going to do single arm hammer extensions, which is going to be on that cable. So I'll just kind of move it in between the 2. Let's go. That's one. Now I'm gonna do this one. Just move it down a bit. Let's go. Alrighty. Now, because we're doing what do you call it? Cutting. I'm gonna do some abs and some cycling, but that's quite boring, so I'm not gonna film that. But after that, I'll see you in the locker room. Let's go. There we go. Biceps and triceps done. Yep. Not too bad. Let's say. I mean, it's just a cutting workout, like I explained to you, that we increasing the reps a little bit more, and we go a little lighter on the weights, but not too light, because you don't want to just waste your time in the gym. It needs to still have a decent amount of resistance. It needs to start burning after 10, and that last 5 you can push through. Where if something's too heavy, if it starts burning after 8, 9, 10, and you push through, that where you can cause injuries, and of course you're not going to do the exercise right, you know, the form is going to be off. So it's just a little lighter, not too much. Anyway, let's go home, have some breakfast, and we'll chat a little more. Alrighty, just finished breakfast and quite enjoyed a little bagel this time around, but I will explain everything that I eat on this cut with you. Of course, I told you that I will go through that, but first I want to go through all the exercises so you can see what I do on a cut. And as you can see, today is way different than what I did when I bulked up. You know, it has the same like exercises sometimes, but there are some changes, like the superset, bringing that in, and obviously just slowing things down a bit. I wanted to talk about the Coke Zero thing again. This one doesn't have any caffeine, so if I wanted to have like a little Coke Zero at night, I don't have to worry about staying awake through the night. But these are the type of things that I have, especially in South Africa at the moment. It's summer, so when it, I mean literally, if you look at this can, where is it? Calories or kilojoules, it's got 3 kilojoules. So a kilojoule you have to divide by 4.2 to get a calorie. So it's going to be minus calories almost, if you think about it, but it's 0 calories, or maybe point something. But the point is, or it's actually point, you know what, I'm not going to get into it. It's less than 1. So having one of these to cool me down and to kind of keep me full as well, because to be honest, 300 mils in your stomach after having a lot of water throughout the day, if you do get a little hungry, you know, you can just top it up with that. But you'd be surprised of how many calories I actually have on this cut. But again, I will show all of that on my eating videos. Otherwise, if you have any questions on today's exercises or the workout itself, just leave a comment down below, and we can take it from there. Have a beautiful day. See you tomorrow.